Hey guys, I'm Tim, for those of you who don't know me, also a fourth year, and just having a quick chat about Kionga. We've just had our first full day here. It's been quite an experience. The other thing that was really interesting to do yesterday, we drove down with the locals from a place called Tabubul, which is, depending on how you drive, between 1.5 and 4 hours from Kionga. The driver told us his record was 1 hour and 15 minutes. Needless to say, it took us 3 hours, and he was driving carefully, only going between 60 and 110 down the gravel road on the ridge of the mountain with no barriers. But it was very exciting. I fortunately got to ride in the front of the truck. Dan and another chap that we met on the road weren't so lucky, and they were sitting in the back without any seat belts with sideways facing seats. They were looking great until about halfway through the trip, and it got a bit windier, and then both of them looked a bit pale and stopped talking and kind of leaned out the window, but I don't believe either of them were sick. So it was very, very good to travel luxury style in Papua New Guinea. Today we went on the ward round, and it's interesting because some of the hierarchy is still there, and that the doctor is still the big boss, and then he's got people underneath him. But some things that were really interesting because they were different were kind of the structure of the ward round. The doctor will come up and talk to one of the patients, and when I say talk to, he'll probably say hello and then immediately go for whatever their problem is. If they've broken their leg, for example, he says hello and then immediately grabs their leg without asking if it hurts, and then afterwards he asks if it hurts and has a look to see if they flinched when he did that. And the other thing is the ward round's a very, very social experience in that everyone's watching what's happening on the ward round, including the other patients. There's no screens, and family or whoever happens to be in the rooms is also just looking on with interest as the doctor talks to a patient. So it's very interesting to see that difference in confidentiality as taught by Western medicine as opposed to here in Papua New Guinea. The hospital's supplies in terms of things are very, very limited, but we'll learn more about that as we spend more time there. Today we were mostly just settling into our house after unfortunate incidents the other day, but aside from that, the day's been great. We went down to the markets this afternoon and got ourselves a fresh fish, cooked it up. We also tried some of the local food that was recommended by our driver. We stopped by some village markets on the way and grabbed some things. I'm not exactly sure what we ate, but the way it came out was pretty good. And yeah, so I guess that's day one, and today was also a public holiday, so in terms of things happening at the hospital, there was very little. The doctor told me he was going back to bed at about 9:30 when he was leaving. He hadn't been on call. I think he was just keen for a day off. So things are going to be cracking into shape in full swing tomorrow, and I think we're all looking forward to it. And yeah, any questions for me, Ash?
No.
Thank you very much. Let's sign it off. Save me.